One of the most important things you can do in your fragrance journey is introduce a signature scent to your collection. Now, whether you're in the starting stages or maybe a little bit more experienced in building out the remainder of your wardrobe, having a signature scent is a great starting point and pillar to building out the other scents that you're missing out on. So stick with me in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a couple of principles that I use to build my signature scents, and then I'll introduce the 3 signature scents that I have in my collection. So roll my music and let's get this started. Everybody, thank you guys for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about signature scents. Now, why I think signature scents are very important to have in your wardrobe fragrance collection is because it limits down that whole buying and selling type of thing, or just buying for the sake of buying, because when you have a signature scent, you have a go-to, right? Dumb reach, blind reach. You can say, oh, okay, if I'm not feeling this particularly today, then at least I can zero in on this bottle in my collection and say, this is the one I'm going to wear today because it's versatile, it's easy. So I always like to start by asking why, what, how do I choose a signature scent? And that's a great starting point, a great question. So the importance of a signature scent is, again, based off of how easy it is to reach for, right? And when you're talking about it being easy to reach for, you're talking about versatility, right? You're running errands, you're going out, you're going for a drive, maybe you're sitting and lounging around the house, maybe you're going to meet up with a couple of friends and you're chilling indoors or outdoors, whatever the case may be. It's just something that, it's not a special occasion, so I don't need it to be powerful. It's not something that, I need a specific, type of scent for this specific type of event. It's just like, okay, I feel like wearing something light, something easygoing, something that really highlights me, right? Makes me feel very comfortable. So when you're choosing a signature scent, I think that's probably one of the more important factors, is having that versatility in that scent. Having it be very easy to wear and just something that you can put on just for the sake of putting on. And at least it'll give you the confidence to smell great and feel great. Now, other factors I really consider when I chose my signature scent is the other necessities that I use in my daily lifestyle. So for example, deodorant, hair products, also, lotions, right? Because it's very important to moisturize, because when you moisturize and you put scent on, it allows your scent to last a tiny bit longer because your dry skin is not necessarily evaporating the molecules. So having a signature scent that really complements the remainder of the necessities that I use on a daily basis is very important, because I don't want anything to clash, right? Because once it starts clashing, then you're kind of changing the integrity of the perfume or the fragrance. So having something that really balances well and gives a great complement to the other scents that you wear naturally is very key, especially for me when I'm building out my wardrobe. So I'll introduce a couple of my signature scents here. I actually have 3 for you guys. We're going to go over them and why I chose them for it being a signature scent. And if you guys have any comments that you'd like to put down in the comments section, signature scents that you have or would like to have, let me know. Let's start a discussion. And I'd love to see what you guys are wearing, just so I can get my nose on them too. Awesome. So we're going to start off with 3 to 1 being the least likely that I'd reach for this as a signature scent. So it'd be a little bit more occasional. Not that it's not good. They're fantastic fragrances all around. But it's just, number 1 will be something where it's just like, yeah, I'm wearing this today. I know exactly what it is. I'm putting it on. I'm great. Cool. So we'll start off. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos before, but this is one of my favorite DNAs of all time. I love it. And it is Sospiro's Contralto. Now, Sospiro's Contralto is fantastic. It has that clean, soapy vibe to it. It's very woody, very musky, but it's very bright. It's uplifting. It has the citruses. It has, a tiny bit of sweetness. It's really cool. Like, it's really, really enjoyable. If you're familiar with the Bal d'Afrique and Hanuman type of DNA, this is exactly in the realm that you're looking at. It's very easy to wear, very versatile. Even if you wear it for something that's a little bit more special, like a birthday party or something like that, you can't go wrong. I think this scent is absolutely fantastic. There's something magical about it, but it's also very simple and easy to wear. And just by taking off the cap, without even smelling it, as I'm talking, I get that whiff of the beautiful like DNA of Contralto. It's absolutely fantastic. It's so good, so good. Very easy to wear, and again, it's very like it's a dumb reach for me if I open up my wardrobe fragrance cabinet and I see this bottle there, there is going to be a likelihood that I'm going to reach for this and wear this for the day. It's absolutely so good. And it'll go good within no matter what type of weather. So definitely highly recommend. Get your nose on this. Obviously, don't blind buy. I never recommend blind buying, but if you can get a sample of this, I highly recommend it. You will enjoy it, especially if you're a fan of the Byredo, Bal d'Afrique, or Boudicca Hanuman DNA. I'll put the video up here just so you guys can see. Awesome. So the reason why I would choose that particular fragrance is, again, it's very easy to reach for, but there's a little bit of something special with it. So if I needed something a little bit more unique and a little bit more upscale, I'm reaching for that because, I need a little bit of speciality for that particular day, but I still kind of want to keep it simple. Like, I don't feel like wearing something oud or something rosy or something floral or something, green vetiver-esque type of, scent. I'll reach for that. So, it kind of gives you a little bit more of an elevated simplicity, but it's just absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Now, for the second scent that I chose as my signature scent, this one comes from a beautiful house called the House of Argos, and this one is Dene. Now, Dene from Argos is stunning. Stunning. It really amplifies that elegant nature of French perfumery. You get woody, you get musky, you get a beautiful development of stories throughout its wearing. Oh, it's so classy, but it's so simple to wear. This one does have a little bit more elegance than Contralto, hands down, but I feel like I can wear this nonstop. Like, I can go through multiple bottles of this. I think this particular fragrance is absolutely phenomenal. There is a beautiful creaminess, a woodiness to it. Again, it touches on the musk. There's a little bit of sweetness on it that really brings it in full fold. And as this dries down, you get a little bit more of a transition. I feel like Sospiro's Contralto is a little bit more one-dimensional. Again, not a bad thing. This one transitions a tiny bit, and it just gets better as the wearing goes. I remember the first time I sprayed this, I immediately thought to myself, I'm like, yo, this smells great. And then as I was doing my thing, as I was having some motion and the wafts were kind of coming through full circle to my nose, I was just like, damn, I forgot what I sprayed, but this is great. And then I remembered, I'm like, damn, this is Dene. This is Dene. It's so elegant, it's so classy, but it's so good. Now, it's not classy in the sense that you have to save it for a special occasion. This is definitely some upscale signature scent type of thing. You really want to make a statement. You really want to kind of be ahead of the crowd and separate yourself from others. Have a beautiful scent trail. That's the bottle for you. Now, the reason why I chose this as a signature scent is I like to be remembered, right? If you have a signature scent, you kind of want to be remembered as you're kind of lounging around, with friends, with a group of people, whatever the case may be. So if I spray Dene, as it develops, as it goes through, people will say, oh, cool, Madar is here. I have a feeling that Madar is here because I smell this. It's unique. It's different, right? There's going to be a great scent memory and scent trail that develops with this one that you'll be known for. And when you're talking about a signature scent, you want to be known for your scent, right? It's your signature. It's you, an extension of you. I think to me personally, this one is a great representation of me. So highly recommend it. Also, get your nose on it. I highly recommend getting your nose on it. They have samples on Argos's website. I believe it's by Argos.com, BUY, Argos.com. I will have a link down below. Definitely check it out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. All these bottles I bought with my own money. But, I do get a little bit of credit, I guess, with the brand as I'm developing my YouTube career. So just letting you know, transparency. Cool? Now, moving on to my primero, my number one, my first option. This is a no-brainer for me. No matter what, when I open up my collection, I will gravitate towards this fragrance, hands down. And this comes from the house of fragrance Du Bois, and this is called London Spice. Now, I love it. Simple. I love it. This is as close to a signature scent as you're going to get. It's elegant, it's crisp, it's classy, it's aromatic, it's minty, it's aquatic. It has that aquatic fougere type of nature. I don't necessarily want to say barbershop, but it kind of has a little bit of an upscale barbershop type of scent. It introduced a little bit of the aquatic nature to it. It has, again, a beautiful minty type of feel to it. And as it dries down and as the wind catches it, this leaves a magnificent scent trail. You may not necessarily smell it yourself, but others around you will pick it up. I remember wearing this. I went to Walmart to meet my fiance. We're shopping for something and it was a little bit cold outside and I was wearing this. I was just like, let me just give it another test run because I wasn't feeling it too much. I didn't know too much about perfumery. I just thought, expensive, good. Anyways, and I was just like, let me give it one more test run. Now, as I'm driving, I'm smelling it. It's great. It's good. It's nice. It's classy. And as soon as I met my fiance in Walmart, the wind caught it. She was like, whatever you're wearing, this is it. This is wow. I'm like, really? She was like, yeah. And then I just kept wearing it and I kept living with it in the sense of, let me see how much more I can get out of this. And it was just something I absolutely loved. I craved it. I wanted it. I wanted to smell it each and every day. If I could wake up smelling like anything, my natural body odor, this would be it. It's so good. And the cool thing about Fragrance Du Bois, and I know you guys may see the price tag and be like, yo, this guy's nuts. I do have a very fine niche collection and I do like niche perfumes. And the reason why is because of the blend. This is so well blended, it's ridiculous. Picking apart notes just off of nose is not necessarily impossible, but it would take a trained person to do that. You'll get a couple of the base notes with this. I think they do have some citruses in here, but really the mint really catches it. But the rest of it, the blend is just so fantastic. It's so smooth. It's so classy and elegant. Highly, highly recommend. This is just class in a bottle. So really touching upon choosing signature scents that are really right for you. These are the three that I highly recommend, at least for myself. I'll recommend it to myself. But I recommend getting your nose on it. They all have samples. You can find them anywhere. I'll try and post some links in the description. But get your nose on it. See how it wears for you. See if you like it. And most importantly, build out your signature scent. It makes sense. You'll have less demand for going out and buying things that you don't necessarily need. You'll find a way to stand out above the rest of the crowd, which I think is very important, especially in the world of perfumery. Because, even if you're buying Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel, yeah, they're great scents, but they're done. They're designers, they have a formula, right? You rarely get some of the designers that come out and really shapeshift the game. So regardless of how good those scents are, like the Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, you're more likely going to find somebody else wearing it, and then what's the point at that point? How are you going to differentiate yourself? And realistically, when you're talking about the price of the bottles, they're roughly coming in at $200 Canadian anyways. Might as well save up, splurge a little bit more, and get something that's more unique to you. I think you deserve it. It's a great representation of yourself. So thank you guys for keeping it locked. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today regarding signature scents. If there's any other topics that you'd like me to cover, please let me know. I will be reviewing some of these other scents in my other videos, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys like what you've seen, always like, always subscribe, comment, and share it with your friends. Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and smell great every day. All right? Take it easy, guys. Peace.